From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner, Chris Singleton. First pitch. All right, just about ready for baseball. Austin Martin now at the plate. And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Just missed. Hey! That one fouled off, 2-2. Mad Max notches the K. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Nope. And that is foul. Swings through that. Next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Just getting started here in Toronto. That's to third. The throw to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Byron Buxton. Swings through that one for strike 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Now a quick throw to first. Buxton back in there.
Ball 1.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Throw save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
That one missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your bait.
First and second, 2 outs. Josh Bell at the plate now. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. The run comes in to score from second. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's Trevor Larnach. Aye! That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Twins 2, and the Blue Jays coming up. Back now in Toronto. And on the hill for the Twins, Simeon Woods Richardson. What's the word on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
0-1. This one smacked out to left center. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
The 1-0. Out to short, Gray. Zips it across. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air center field. Buxton settles underneath it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for the offense. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, Singy, we talked about him coming on the air. Some rough outings lately, and it's tracking towards more of the same today.
Yeah, Boog just hasn't been able to find that rhythm, and the hitters are making him pay for it. Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one down. Tristan Gray digs in now. Ball. Gray goes 6'1", 215 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it is 2-1. To the right side, Guerrero steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 2nd. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. Bottom of the 2nd. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. First offering way inside, almost got him. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just outside. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Yeah! Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Two on the way. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And there's a ball. And there's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. In there for strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Ball down.
Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball, could be 2. Keyshaw for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting 7.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Clement leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Close, but called a ball. Ball 3. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The count 2-1. That one fouled off. Quick toss to first, and he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. This one popped up, middle of the infield. 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
On the ground. On to first.
He's out.
Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
Inside, ball 1.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Oh, he gloves it from his backside, and they get the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Third baseman, Davis Snyder.
Check swing went around, and that's strike one. Ball one there. Line drive, and it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. Rolled over to third. Lewis whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Andres Jimenez. Check swing, and it's popped up. That's out number 2. He's 0 for 1.
For the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ball. That's inside.
2 down, nobody on. Fouled off left side. That's
Ball,
inside. 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Fouled off down the right side. Fastball for a strike. Line to left. And it stays fair. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score easily. And now they trail by 1.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Kerr up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. And foul ball. Just a slow ground ball this time. In plenty of time to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. The Jays push across a run on this double, and this is now a 2. All set for the start of the inning, and now for the Twins, Josh Bell. Max Scherzer back to work. Check swing. He went 0-1. That one lifted to left. Lucas on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Lewis wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And that one is inside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Off the plate, 3-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 3-2 now. That's a walk.
That's
Went with
ball four.
another changeup but missed the spot. Man at first. And here is Trevor Larnach. 0 for 1 so far. Oh, he
Nope.
doesn't get
Ball
the call. Ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front. In the dirt, ball two.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
And there are 2 outs. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. He did not go around. The 1-0. And that drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sanchez moving under this one. And that is that. Twins wind up back now in Toronto. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
In the dirt, ball 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
There's a strike. High fly ball down the left field line. Martin going back on it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. On the ground right side. Takes it himself. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. This one in the air center field. Buxton drifts towards it. And that quickly 2 away. Ernie Clement, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Ball.
Breaking ball inside.
Ball 2.
And the count is 2-0. Swings through that one for strike 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the new inning getting started. And now for the Twins, Tristan Gray.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one finds the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Gray not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's inside.
Inside.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Three-two.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
That one ripped right center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the fifth. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. And pinch running for the Twins, James Outman, getting some more speed on the bases. Oh, 1 down. Trying to move him over here. And that's a foul ball. Man at second. And ball 1. In the air, right field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1. Fought off foul. Oh, 2 now. That one missed. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's out.
Here's a 2-0. And a big swing and a miss. That one misses. Ball 3. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now into the ball game on defense. Brooks Lee. He's in at shortstop. Digging in, Nathan Lucas. Down the line, and it's foul. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Ball, that's out.
Going to lay off
That's
that pitch down.
And another ball.
Outside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Up the middle, and a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So up next for Toronto, Andres Simeos. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Yo one. Ball one there. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs. Well, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. 2 men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
And that'll load the bases. Derek Shelton out of the dugout. Justin Topa takes over on the mound.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Going 1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get out.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. Vladdy with a star scraper. His 4th home run of the season. Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what's stacked. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
And that one wrapped foul. Next offering is outside. To the right side, Clement. Over to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Late with the swing there.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And the next pitch is way outside. Swings through it for the K. Down to the last out for the Twins. 2 down, bases empty. Brooks Lee getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Oh, 0-1 now.
Yep, that ball went out.
Foul ball. Nance is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.